We're all hearing the advice on wearing face masks to help slow the spread of the coronavirus, and you can make your own at home. Joining us now is craft and sewing expert Denise Wild. Denise, so many ways to make a mask, and you found one really easy way for us to try.
Yes, I've got a super easy no-sew mask using just a sock and a shoelace.
That sounds really simple. So how is this done?
Really simple. You know, everybody's got a pair of socks around. If you don't want to use, cut up a pair of socks, then, you can look for maybe a t-shirt or something like that. When you're finished, it will stretch across your face. The heel, this one actually has a black heel, so it stands out. The one half of the heel will go over top of your nose, and the other heel at the bottom will wrap underneath under your chin, and then it goes nice across your face, and then because it's a sock, it stretches to fit well, so it'll look kind of like this.
That looks great, and of course we want it to fit well. That's so important.
Yes, exactly, it really is. So it's really easy to do. You're gonna take any sock you have about this height, you don't want the ankle one, you don't want a knee high, and cut off that top ribbing that goes around your ankle. Then you'll cut off the toe of the sock too. It doesn't have to be precise, just snip, snip, snip. And then on the curved edge of the foot, so you're going through the heel, you're going to cut all the way through. So just like this and all the way across. So cut, cut, cut. There you go. And then this will open up to be your fabric cover. So that is a fabric that turns into your mask. What you'll do is pinch the one side and gather that together, then wrap your shoelace around that end. So I used a very thin corded shoelace, but you can, this is for dress shoes, but you could use any shoelace at all. Let's see if I can do this. Let me put this down here and do it really quickly.
And everyone has a sock and a shoelace at home, right?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's very cost effective. You've got these supplies sitting around at home. You don't need to leave your house. And then the other side. So once you've got that side tied in nice, you'll do the exact same thing to the other side. So kind of pinch and gather that other side and bring the other end of the shoelace around and give it a tie. That's what it looks like when it's finished. I've made quite a few of these. I did one for my daughter out of her sock too, and she had fun. We did it as kind of an afternoon activity one day as well. So very easy to make. You don't need any skills. Just grab a sock, grab a shoelace.
You've made it very easy for us, Denise. So for those out there who do have some sewing equipment and some sewing skills, where do they start when it comes to creating or sewing a mask?
Yeah, if you do have the skills to sew your own mask, you'll want to choose a woven fabric over a knit fabric just because it's a little bit less porous. So you want, as much absorption, as many layers in between. You can even leave an extra pocket inside to put in some type of filter. If you have cotton batting, you can use a thin layer as a filter. I've heard of people using dryer sheets, tissue paper as a filter, just something to give you extra added layers that you can also take out, and definitely wash it all the time. So you want to make sure that when you're going out, of course, it's safest practice to stay home, practice social distancing, but if you do have to go out on those emergency runs, then cover up.
Of course. And finally, Denise, I know you've been crafting and sewing for a really long time. Would you say sewing is seeing a bit of a resurgence during this pandemic?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. Absolutely. Everybody is kind of pulling out their sewing machines. With all this extra time that many people have at home, they're looking for activities, looking for hobbies to pick up, looking for things to do around the house, finally going to hem those pants or fix that hole. And especially with the suggestion of people wearing masks, definitely people are breaking out their sewing machines. So that makes me really happy.
Denise, thank you so very much for showing us how to make a mask at home. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Rosie. Thank you so much.